an element of shelter. You know, if conditions are awful, you get a fire going and it looks after you. It purifies your water, it cooks your food. But even more than that, at some sort of prehistoric level, it gives you a sense of place and a sense of morale boost. You know, any sort of place, even now as we've sort of sat around here, this feels like just a place. But once you get the fire going and the kettle on, it'll start to feel like home. You know, this is our place. So the method I'm going to show you now is what we call the bulletproof firelighting method, because it always works. And if you see scouts, beavers, cubs, explorers struggling to light fires, then kind of revert back to this. You know, this is just the right sort of stuff arranged in the right sort of way, just makes it happen. I started teaching this course well before Tinder became an app to meet people. So insulation is the first one.
Ventilation?
Kind of, yep. So if you're putting your fire straight in the ground, then you're limiting its ability to suck in oxygen from above, whereas you'll go into the wood and refined birch. And try not to pull this off the live trees. It will still light, but it's not very good for the live trees. But even as you walk down, you've seen birch logs lying on the side. They fall. Kindling is anything that's matchstick thick and wrist to elbow length. If there's one error that scouts make more than any other, it's not enough kindling. What you'll tend to do is they will light something that looks like tinder and then attack it with a couple of sticks like this. Fuel goes from sort of thumb thick, wrist thick, leg thick, waist thick. It's fuel all the way up from there. So what I'm going to do now is just take my couple of balls of cotton wool and fluff them up. So much of life is fluffing. Okay, so I've fluffed up my 2 balls of cotton wool on top of there. Think donut rather than pancake. So a bowl rather than a sort of flat surface. Again, scouts, you give them a couple of balls of cotton wool and they'll tend to use 1/8 of one bowl in case it all goes wrong for them, and then they'll use 1 more eighth of one bowl and they'll just go through the whole thing without lighting a fire. So light a tiny amount. So I've torn the birch bark up into a couple of strips. You get... anyway. Just a couple of handfuls of kindling. Notice, by the way, I'm not drowning it, and if I want it to accelerate, I let more oxygen in, I lift it up. Yeah? So, waiting for the big flames to come through the top. Give them fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Always hitting it over there.
I can see why.